Hello, everyone, and welcome to this pick a card reading. I hope you're doing so well. So, in today's video, we're going to be looking into just spirit messages. What do you most need to know right now? I just wanted to leave it open it up for your highest good and the highest good of all. So, there are two groups to choose from. We have group number one is the Wheel of the Year Tarot, and then group number two is the Tarot of the 78 Doors. Okay. So, you can go ahead and choose which group or groups you feel drawn to. I'll list the timestamps down below, and then I'll see you for your reading. Hello, group one. So you chose the Wheel of the Year Tarot, and I'm just going to move this box aside so that I can draw you your cards. So let's go ahead and pull all your cards for your reading straight away. So tuning in with group number one, Spirit, what would you like them to know for their highest good, the highest good of all? Messages, Spirit, for group number one. Thank you. Okay, so number one card, the first card. I feel like there's always a significance of the first card that comes through. We have the Eight of Wands, okay? The Eight of Wands is about fast moving energy. This is when things suddenly start to shift, when events suddenly move with a great sort of like swiftness, whereas there might have been some kind of delay energy before. So something that has been stuck is moving forward. Something that has been on pause or on delay or on hold is now ready to continue or ready to move forwards. Okay. So I always feel like the Eight of Wands is a very lucky card as well. So I think something is going to be coming into your life, or some energy is going to be changing in your life that is going to feel very lucky to you. You're going to be feeling grateful and feeling gratitude coming in. And this is what Spirit wants you to know right now, which means this energy is really with you right now. I feel like there's something that's just about to land, because the bird in this card is literally just about to land. So there's something in your life I'm hearing is just about to land. Okay, the Eight of Wands can also talk about airplane travel. So I'm seeing like a plane when it actually finally lands, and that feeling you might get when you arrive at a new destination or when you arrive somewhere. There's some kind of feeling of arrival. I'm feeling an energy of arrival. Okay, let's get you some more cards. Spirit, what would you like group one to know right now? We have the King of Swords. Interesting. All right, let's just get you all your cards, like I said, through one, Spirit tuning in. What would you like them to know right now? We have no way. We have the King of Wands. King of Swords and the King of Wands. I mean, I feel like this is some kind of conversation. For some reason, I just instantly saw a conversation happening between two people, a King of Wands, a King of Swords, where there's a very like mutual positive energy between them both. Whereas, like, because the fire element and the air element actually do very well together. The fire element stays sort of like, there's even a fire here. The air element sort of like, stokes the flames of the fire. It helps them, gets oxygen moving through. So there's something here about maybe you're coming into partnership with somebody, or you're doing having some kind of conversation. Let's get some more information. This could be energies inside of you as well. But there is sort of this personification sometimes with the king energy. This could be like between you and another person, or someone comes in with some really great news for you, some really great messages for you. Like, just you get a really great information that really makes you feel really passionate. Something about this conversation feels very warm, because I'm really feeling drawn into the fire here on the King of Swords. And the King of Swords can traditionally be kind of cold-hearted a little bit. I mean, not necessarily, but it can be a little bit cold energy. The energy sometimes I feel is kind of cold, but then there's this sort of like intentional warmth here in this card, right? So there's something here about, yes, that maybe something that you are anticipating is maybe going to go cold, or is not going to, I don't know, something like this is, there's some kind of fire coming into your life. I'm seeing some kind of passion, some kind of fire in a place that was maybe cold, or in a place you were expecting to find coldness, you actually find warmth. Okay, this could be someone surprising you with being really open-hearted towards you. This could be you really getting surprised that you actually got accepted for some kind of a role, a job, a house, some kind of a lease, something like this, when maybe you thought it was really competitive and that you were going to be treated with coldness, and maybe your application wouldn't even get a look in, but then you actually are treated with a lot of warmth, and they really can acknowledge, what you are bringing. There's something like this where I'm seeing right now, Spirit wants you to know there's a situation right now that you might be anticipating is going to bring some kind of cold energy to you, but it's actually going to have some kind of unexpected warmth there. And I'm seeing communication, okay? Communication, especially over the next, let's say, 2 months with the Eight of Wands. This can indicate 8 weeks in timing tarot. Wands is weeks, 8 8 weeks. So over the next 2 months, I'm seeing communication really going in your favor, or even something like justice, something to do with justice with the King of Swords, okay? This could be like if you are putting in an appeal for something, or you're putting in, like you're having to use your voice for something, you're having to stand up or use, like fight for your rights in some kind of a way, or you're doing this on behalf of someone else, or someone of this kind. Like, I just feel like if you're really invested somehow with this, I feel like there's something that's going to really go in your favor. And like I said, you might be anticipating seeing coldness in a situation, but it's actually going to bring warmth, okay? You're going to have success, like a really positive outcome, especially if there's something about justice. Like, I'm seeing that the justice is on your side, or there's some kind of a ruling that's in your favor. And it's like almost like you're anticipating maybe not being seen or not being acknowledged in something, like, oh, I'm probably not going to get, anything from this, or there's not going to come anything from this, or something like this. And then actually, yeah, you get a really positive outcome. Okay. So that's what spirit is wanting you to know. There could be a positive outcome that can come in for a situation that may have, I'm seeing, have some kind of coldness, like a stalemate, or you haven't heard anything. You may have felt like you've been ignored or something. And then there's suddenly this movement forwards in a situation. And you have some kind of a completion happen where finally something is coming to a close. Yeah, I'm seeing like spirit really wants to talk about this, because there may have been, I'm seeing maybe a lot of mental energy around fear of like how a certain situation is going to go, especially to do with like feeling like you don't want to face something about the heartlessness, because I said that about the King of Swords, and then I kind of was like, why did I say that? Because I don't really see the King of Swords that way, really, but I said it anyway. So it's sort of like there's something about you're perceiving something to maybe is going to is going to be heartless, a situation. And sometimes we can feel like that, especially if you're going through some kind of legal battle or court system, or dealing with an institution, or having to make an appeal or something of this kind. You might be feeling like the heartless energy that you can feel in the world, where it's like, where is the heart, of Earth gone? Like, where's the compassion? Where's the humanity kind of thing? And I'm feeling, and I'm being shown that there's going to be a surprise in store here for you, where you're going to see a heart where you didn't expect one. Someone's going to have a heart. Someone's going to show compassion to you in this process. Someone's going to be a friend, an ally. Someone's going to help you and bring warmth into your life, and maybe even handle certain things for you, or yeah, be like a really loyal companion with the dog here, the dog spirit. And someone's going to really help you through something, or they're going to really be a support, an ally, an unconditional love, and make you feel a lot more confidence and bring a lot more warmth, okay? Or the outcome itself is this way. It's going to make you feel this way. The outcome itself might make you feel this way. Some kind of sense of reconnecting with the strength of unconditional love that exists on this earth. We have this loving force in this earth that is kind of like the heart energy, the fire energy, okay? I'm seeing like a fire energy from within the heart, from love. And I'm seeing that being really restored, okay? Especially over the next 8 weeks, you're really coming back into a strength within your heart space, and it's a warmth within your heart space, and it's through humanity in some way, okay? It's through humanity. It's through like you having to deal with, because look, I just was shuffling, and then back of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. This is crazy. It's like another person, okay? You might be dealing with people. You might be dealing with, like I said, some kind of institution. You might be dealing with some kind of legal situation. You might be just waiting for, to hear back from someone, or you might be dealing with, applications where, again, you're feeling like, where's the humanity? I just want to be able to, like, I don't know, something about this. You want to be able to connect more with people, or where's the heart of this earth gone kind of thing. And I'm feeling like you're finding it again the next 8 weeks. You're reconnecting with something about the heart of the earth, and it's something about through the humanity. It's like you're realigning with the right people around you, and you're also trusting more in humanity, because people are showing you reasons to trust them. People are showing you reasons that they care, that they are on your side. Yeah, you're going to be meeting, because the dog symbolizes like purity, innocence, and like the truest form of love. And it's also loyalty, unconditional love, things like this. So I'm feeling like the people that you're meeting at this time, may already be in your life, or they may be coming into your life over the next 2 months. But these people, they really are true blue. They really are. That's an Australian thing, but they really are like real, They really are for real. Their heart is actually in the right place. And it's rare, it's been rare for you maybe to meet, especially this many people, because you might be feeling like, wow, I just keep meeting good people. I keep meeting people who have a heart. And it's like you're really reconnecting into the heart of the earth, because I feel like there's this, you know, there's kind of this duality side of earth where when our hearts get broken, we can kind of, see a lot of that in the world around us. And I'm just seeing that you may have had some kind of heartbreak that you're recovering from. This could even be past life betrayal, even that you're still in recovery from. But this is like some kind of real healing in your heart space where I'm just seeing you really like trusting in humanity again and like feeling love actually for people, because people are going out of their way to help you, or the universe is going out of its way to like support you or give you some kind of a blessing and some kind of an outcome where again you were expecting coldness and you're met with warmth. Okay, it's really, really nice. So let's get you your final card. Spirit, what would you like group one to know here? What would you like group one to know? Okay, I'm feeling a presence of people around you. So I'm also seeing a message here. Spirit wants you to know to open your heart to people over the next 8 weeks, because there are people coming in who will be explicitly there to help you on your path. It's not that you have to open, beyond what you feel comfortable with, but Spirit's saying there's something here about the people coming into your life are really coming in to help you over the next 8 weeks. And it's going to be very explicit. Like you're not going to be questioning it. It's going to be really obvious that this person, because every time you're around them, you feel comfortable. Every time you're with them, you feel their compassion or their love or their care or their empathy. And it's going to be quite an unusual feeling for you. Okay. There might be one person in particular that is really going to be key and pivotal to helping turn a situation around for you, to helping you support you to really, like I said, there was a situation maybe in your life with Eight of Wands that was feeling stuck or stagnant or delayed or on pause in some way. And then something is able to come in to shift that, or something is shifted within yourself that changes that, and it changes it rapidly with the Eight of Wands. Okay. Things changing rapidly, manifestations coming in for you, landing for you. Like I said, the airplane landing in its final destination. Okay. You're like disembarking the airplane. Okay. You're getting off in a new destination. The next 8 weeks, wow. Spirit is saying you're like boarding an aircraft right now and you're going to be taken on a little bit of a journey. And then 8 weeks from now, I'm seeing you in like disembarking, and it's almost like you are in a different land. You've manifested yourself a different circumstance. Okay. You're going to have a huge turnaround in the next 2 months, yeah, the next 8 weeks, like to the point where I think you're going to be surprised by how different your life looked, because you think, how can so much change in such a short period of time? How can I cover so much distance in such a short period of time? That's what you're going to be thinking from now to 2 months from now. How did I cover so much distance? Okay. But the thing is that you're in an aircraft, you're in an you're in an airplane that's designed for this. Yeah, there's something like you're just in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. That's the other thing Spirit wants you to know. You're in alignment right now. You're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. You really need to trust that. Spirit is sending you in help. Look, there's literally a dog here. Dogs are such a powerful omen and spirit guide energy. Okay, so your spirit guides are literally sending you. They may actually be sending you a dog for some of you. That might be relevant. Okay, they might be sending you a dog to help you over the next 2 months. But for a lot of you, this is symbolic of a very loyal human being, like a very loyal person that has innocence and purity in their heart, that is truth in their heart, that wants to help, that cares, that has compassion, that has the true energy of the human spirit. Okay, like that has a truly alive heart space. And there is no mistaking when you are around someone who has a heart energy of this caliber. Okay, you cannot fake a heart energy of this kind. It's magnetic to a point that it just cannot be imitated. It's pure, it's authentic, it's real, and you are going to be blessed by either that energy coming through yourself or someone coming into your life to really help you, because I'm seeing some of you may feel really cornered in a situation at this time. Some of you may be feeling really like, that where is the love in the world? Like, where is the compassion in the world? And Spirit is going to answer that prayer, answer that question by showing you where it is. And you can access it again. Like, that's what Spirit wants you to know. Like, there isn't so much coldness here. Like, there's more love available here. Okay. Okay. And the outcome of something that you may be facing at this time is going to remind you of what love feels like. It's going to remind you of true love in the world. Okay. It's going to restore your faith in humanity. It's going to restore your faith in God, in spirit, in the angels. Yes. In the way that Spirit can turn things around. I'm also seeing over the next 2 months, wow, I'm just getting so many messages for you guys. Over the next 2 months, I'm seeing that you're going to have answers come into questions that you have. You're going to have answers come in where you're thinking, why did my life have to go like this? Why did I meet this person? Why did I go through this thing? Why did I have to suffer in this way or whatever? these kind of questions that we often wonder and we contemplate as we are going through life on earth. And I'm seeing that you're getting some kind of answers, maybe through the benefit of hindsight, you're looking back on certain events and the sequence of events, but it's like something maybe clicking into place that gives you more clarity or that gives you more of a perception, like a higher perspective, right? The airplane, looking down and seeing things from a higher perspective. That's what I'm seeing. You're going to have certain things click into place, and it's going to give you a deep, profound sense of peace because you're going to feel more of a sense of understanding the path that you've walked and the value that it now brings to you and the person that you have now become and the value that that also brings to the world. Like I'm feeling a huge like a heart chakra activation for you over the next 8 weeks. You guys, your heart space is just on fire in the best kind of way. Like you're going to be feeling sensations through your heart space. You're going to be feeling physically, like physical sensations in your heart over the next 8 weeks because your heart is truly coming online and it's going to be magnetizing energy to you like crazy. Okay. Let's get you your final cards. Wow, we have the Fool. Really positive energy, new beginnings, new beginnings. And the final card, we have the Six of Wands, that is victory and success, okay? Wow, so the Fool and the Six of Wands, this is victory, okay? Remember I was saying if you have any kind of a legal situation or something like an appeal or whatever, victory, okay? Success. I'm seeing success being ruled in your favor, like a verdict that really benefits you or that favors you. And I think that the reason this is going to feel so good is because it feels sort of vindicated. You feel vindicated, maybe. You feel like justice finally was able to recognize you in some way. Or some kind of blessing that brings a new beginning into your life is going to feel like, wow, like I've literally won. Like I feel like I've won. I've won something. I've been truly blessed by the universe, and maybe it restores your faith in God, in your spirituality. For some of you, it's about restoring your faith in your spirituality. Yeah, so this new beginning with the Fool, like I said, over the next 8 weeks, I'm seeing a transformation in your life, like to the point where you might even feel like aspects of your life are actually unrecognizable to what they were 8 weeks prior. And you're going to think, how did my life change this fast? I've had that message come through several times this reading. You're going to think, literally, how did my change? How did my change? How did my life change this fast? How? How did this happen so quickly? Okay, some of you, this is something to do with the dog, like I said, but for a lot of you, this is representing a person or maybe an outcome that feels especially compassionate, an especially compassionate ruling, an especially compassionate, um, forecast or outcome or something like this that really, yeah, it makes you feel the heart of humanity and the heart of Earth again. And that I think is really a lot to do with your mission is something like bringing the heart energy back into this earth, like breathing that heart energy back in, bringing that warmth to places that have been cold. So I'm really seeing a transformation for you over the next 8 weeks. Like I said, an unrecognizable change occurring in your life, some kind of a victory happening, and it's going to be bringing in a new beginning, okay? The Fool, some kind of new beginning. All right, everyone, that is the end of your reading for today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending time with me and supporting my work. If you would like to check out more of my work, I do have a store. I sell light language energy healings. And if you resonate with this reading, I would recommend you might want to check out my Metamorphosis tape. It's all about transformation and the process of change. I feel like it might really support you over the next 8 weeks, but I'll link it down below. You can read all about it. And I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care. Hello, Group 2. So you chose Tarot of the 78 Doors. And tuning into your energy, it seems like maybe you are working on something. I'm feeling like Spirit wants you to know well done or something. Like I'm hearing well done. You're doing really well. You're working on something really hard, or I don't know, Spirit's acknowledging your efforts towards something in some way. And yeah, let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so let's see, Spirit. Tuning in with Group 2, what would you like them most to know right now? Okay, we have the Magician. Wow. Magician. Oh, wait, there's a card hiding behind there. Oh, it's the Fool. Okay. We have the Fool and the Magician. Extremely powerful starting place. All right, let's get you all of your cards. For this reading, Spirit, what would you like Group 2 to know? We have the Ace of Chalices and the 10 of Chalices and the 6 of Pentacles. All right, there's just a bit of nudity on this card. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups, the Fool, the Magician, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. This is an extremely positive reading, you guys. This is very much focused on the positive in your life at this time. Wow, you are in a very good position, okay? Whatever you have been doing, working on, wherever you are perched, positioned, primed, like I'm hearing primed, you are primed, okay? There's something that is just like lining up perfectly for you with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Wow. I'm seeing the beginning of a new cycle that is going to bring so much emotional fulfillment into your life. The beginning of a new cycle. That's what I'm seeing. Wow. The Fool actually came out in group one, I just realized. So, actually, that's making me think about the universal energies then as well, because it came out in both groups. But 2025 is a 9-year, okay, in numerology. When you add all of the numbers of 2025 together, you get 9. And nines are about completion, sort of generically. It's like about completion. And then 2026, all of those numbers added together in numerology is a 1. So that's about the new beginning energies, okay? So there's sort of a collective ending and new beginning cycle that is occurring right now as I'm recording this reading. And certainly, I think that we're going to be feeling it in 2026. A lot of new energies, even in the first quarter of 2026, but certainly by the second and third quarters, a new life has been born, okay? So, Spirit really wants you to know right now that you are primed, like you're in a prime position to receive some kind of a blessing. Okay, I'm seeing some kind of a win in your life. Like I'm seeing, the golden ticket in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like how some people found the chocolate that had the golden ticket in it and they won. Okay, I'm seeing you're going to get a golden ticket or you're going to win something. Okay, you're going to feel very lucky. You might actually win something like something that I don't know, like some kind of a grant, like some kind of money, or I'm seeing money, like maybe winning some kind of a prize or yeah, something that you maybe don't expect to win either. There's something here, a message around like be curious at this time. Like be curious because there's a lot more that is ready to surprise you than you probably realize. Okay. The Ace of Cups is actually showing like the christening of a child in that imagery. And I feel like there's something here about a christening, like the symbolism of that, of like being christened, like a new life is christened, is blessed. There's a blessing of a new life. Okay, that's what I'm getting from the Ace of Cups is the blessing of a new life. All right. And we've got the double energy of like the new, because the Ace is always about new beginnings, and then the Fool is about new beginnings. The Magician as well can be about a new beginning, one, and then the Ten of Cups. Wow, it's really, really special, you guys. You're starting with the Ace of Cups and then ending with the Ten of Cups, because it goes from the Ace, 2, 3, all the way up to the 10, okay? And I always see that Ace to 10 as like a cycle. It's a journey. You move through the different sort of ups and downs of that journey from Ace to 10. So there's something here about a new cycle is promised in your life. It's the promise of a new life, and it's something that is being blessed by the divine. Spirit is saying to be curious, okay, because you haven't seen this energy before. There's an energy that's coming into your life to bless you that you haven't seen before. You haven't met this energy before, okay? Some of you might actually be meeting someone because the Ten of Cups, I mean, the Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, wow. Yeah, they could they could bring a lot of change into your life, this meeting of this person. But look, the Six of Pentacles here is depicting gifts, okay? It's literally depicting gifts showing up. There you are. You can see now. It's gifts showing up on someone's doorstep, okay? And they look surprised, right? It's like a parcel, a bundle of gifts showing up in your life, and it's going to surprise you, okay? There is an element of this that is going to be a surprise blessing, okay? I feel like Spirit keeps saying to be curious because there's something where you aren't seeing how this energy is coming in, or you're not seeing what this energy is yet that's coming in, because I keep seeing that it's something that you're unfamiliar with or that you haven't come across before. It's almost like, I don't know. It's like imagine going to the beach if you've never been to the beach before, and you'd never really heard of the beach before, but then you go and you're like, wow, this is amazing. There's something here where it's like it's an energy that you haven't visited before, that hasn't visited you, that you haven't traveled there before. It's a new environment, it's a new landscape, and it's a new set of circumstances for you within the field of manifestation. Okay, so Spirit's saying really stay curious because I feel like there's an energy here where you might be thinking, oh, things are just going to turn out a certain way. And Spirit's saying, actually, no. There's a lot here that's going to come in to bless you, to surprise you. But really, with the 10 of Cups coming like through, along with all these other cards, I just really can't reinforce enough how positive this is. And that might be the part that Spirit's saying to stay curious about, because I feel like maybe the level of positive energy that I'm feeling from this reading might be a bit hard for you guys to take in, even because this is just like, what? This is so really, really amazing. I feel like I feel like you're definitely gonna feel surprised, okay? It's like these people, they didn't expect the gifts on their doorstep, but they're pleasantly surprised. They welcome it in with an open heart, and they're like, "Wow, thank you, yes." Okay? There's something like this. Something's gonna show up, and you weren't expecting it. But I'm also seeing, like, no strings attached, okay? There's something like the universe is giving it to you out of the kindness of of the heart. There's no strings attached to this giving, to these gifts, these blessings. I'm seeing that you have come from some kind of past that is very different to the future that you're walking into. Like this 10 of Cups energy that is here in your spread, like you just really can't get better than the 10 of Cups. It's my favorite card, okay? It's just the ultimate fulfillment. You know, your cup is completely full. And there's a divine alignment energy with the 10 of Cups as well. It also symbolizes the end of a healing journey that starts with the Ace of Cups through Ace 2, 3, 4, there's like a culmination with the 10. So it's a really special energy, and it's sort of like a harvest energy as well. So I'm feeling like there's just such incredible blessings coming in, but there might be an energy within you that's like finding that hard to receive or open to even just the idea of it. And that's why I keep hearing from your spirit guides. They keep saying, stay curious, because you don't really know how things can turn out in life. Like we don't always know how, you know, things will take like twists and turns in our life. And I'm just being shown that like things will surprise you, okay? The way that things turn out in the near future as well. I'm not saying this is like really far away. In the near future, there are going to be some surprises about the way that the wheel turns in your favor, okay? Like the wheel is going to turn in your favor. That's what I'm seeing. The wheel will turn in your favor. And it's something that you're not seeing right now that you may feel is hidden from you right now, or that you know at a deeper level, but at a more conscious level, there may be some doubt or some denial or some sense of like, oh, you know, things aren't going to get better for me kind of thing. But I just really see that they are. But yeah, there just might be like a block right now in really seeing that, which is totally okay. But that is what spirit wants you to know. It just keeps coming through. Like, be curious. You never know how things can turn out. There are more solutions to problems than we give the universe credit for. A lot of the time when we're facing things in life, we think, oh, the only answer is this one thing, you know, or the only answer to my heartbreak is this, you know, this one person or whatever. We make it really limited and small, and we catastrophize, you know. And Spirit's saying that, like, really the truth of things, if we can zoom out, is that there are many parts. Like, there are many ways that solutions can come in. There are many ways that answers can manifest themselves. And we can not even know that something exists one day and then find out the next day, and it changes our whole life. You know, there are so many aspects of life of our life that we haven't mapped yet. Like that's what Spirit's showing me is sort of like a blank map, and like you're meant to go out in the universe, you know, and adventure and map out this special life for yourself. And there's so much of this journey that you haven't even seen yet, that you haven't even uncovered yet, or placed like a location to yet. And that's what spirit wants you to know. Like that, I think, is what would be the most medicinal for you to know at this time in your life, is just how expansive your world is. Not the world, but your world, what's available to you. And I'm talking about sort of the best way that I can describe it is sort of like a karmic eligibility. Okay. That's the best way I can try and put words to this, is like you're actually eligible for certain experiences or for certain manifestations, for certain magic, for certain fairy tales, happily ever afters, okay? For certain outcomes, for certain endings, for certain resolutions, for certain answers. And Spirit's saying, stay curious. That's the best advice, that it keeps coming through. That's the best advice they're saying that they could give you, your spirit team. If they could give you one advice, it would be to stay curious, to keep an open mind, because there are so many ways that life can bless you. There are so many ways that your dreams can come true. There are so many ways that abundance can find itself to you. Even if you're in the trickiest, tightest situation, there is a way. There is always a way. And that is the power of divine. And you don't even have to have faith, all of the time to receive the benefits of the divine, okay? You don't have to have this unwavering faith that never goes or whatever. It's just about you. Like, you already are enough. Like, that's what Spirit wants you to know. You've already done enough. You already are enough. You're already eligible for so many beautiful things. And I feel like Spirit's saying, shift the mindset of feeling like, oh, I have to wait for this thing to be in the future, or I have to, I don't know, get better at this thing before I'm going to be successful. Spirit's saying things are ready to come in now, okay? Yeah, things are ready to come in now. That's what Spirit wants you to know, is like some kind of a perspective shift where you might be seeing yourself as not being eligible for something, like, oh, I'm not good enough for this thing, or I'd never get into this course, or I'd never be good enough for this person, or something like that. And Spirit's saying that's not true. Like, you're actually already enough now. You're already eligible for certain things now. They're already available to you now. And I'm seeing a shift in your perception where you're like, wait a minute, this is already available to me now. Already now. Okay. So be curious and open minded. And I see like the perspective shift. This is like one of your superpowers, Spirit saying, is perspective shifts. Like, you're already really good at doing this. And Spirit saying to keep on working with this perspective shift at this time where you look and you think, what if I was already good enough now? What if the time was already now? And it's something about, bringing things into the now because they're already ready to manifest. Okay. So turning that, restructuring that perspective so that you see it as being available to you now, because it is, because it absolutely is. That's what Spirit's saying. So I'm also hearing to let it be effortless. Okay. Let it be effortless, especially with that Six of Pentacles. See how that just arrived on their doorstep. They didn't really have to do anything. They may not have even known that it was coming. All right. Let it be effortless. There's something here about let yourself receive these blessings. Let yourself have this internal shift, perspective shift, and then watch as the universe floods you with blessings, okay, with abundance, just because you open the door and you let it in within yourself. Wow, I just realized that you chose Tarot of the 78 Doors. And it's like, yeah, I see you opening a door and letting it in, letting the love in, letting the blessings in, maybe letting someone in to your heart. All right, group 2, that is the end of your reading. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and supporting my work. If you would like to check out more of my work, I would really recommend my Open to Love light language tape. It's really great heart chakra opening. It may really help get you into the receiving mode at this time of your life. I'll link it down below and you can read more about it. And yeah, I'm just sending you so much love and light. Take care.